Hello and welcome. It's my birthday. Let's play some Banished. So for those of you who are watching this in YouTube land, there's 600 to 700 some people checking this out. It's my birthday, 29 years old today. I'm an old man. We're playing in Birthdayville, and one of the generous subscribers in the chat decided that we were going to play on the map seed 80085. If you don't know what that means, then take a calculator and flip it upside down. We're just going to be playing, I don't know. This may or may not end up on YouTube. If it is, then obviously you're seeing this there. We're going to start off on hard, and we're going to play on speed 10 pretty much the whole time. Yeah, you know, actually I noticed there was a way to stop the recording separate from stopping the streaming. That's new. I didn't realize you could do that on OBS. We'll mess with it next time. And also for those of you who are wanting a face cam, we've already talked about this. That'll happen at 100,000 subscribers, which is coming soon. Soon to an Arumbaville near you. I'm 29. Okay, we're homeless, and we're on a peninsula again. It seems like every time I play this game, I end up on a peninsula. We're playing on large, which is even bigger than the other Banished playthrough that I did, which was on medium. Does that sound like a whirring, like, lumber mill in the background to anybody else? That's what I hear. This is a big, 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 big map. There's a lot going on here. Do we want to relocate? Probably not. I mean, this looks like a great spot for some of our gathering type stuff. You know, just build like a little itty bitty tiny crossing there. But yeah, sure, this seems fine for now. Okay, alright, so let's get ready to play. So we're going to go, first off, up to speed 10. And, well, maybe we start off on speed 5x. And do we even start with a home? We probably don't even need a home at first, do we? Let's start off with fish, since we got fish right here. I want to put it like right up in that little nook so we don't waste very much space. And then we'll build one single solitary house for that dude. The fishers. Whoever want to live and fish. Although we don't want to build it too close there because we might build more fish. Actually, no, the fishing thing has a radius, so... Fisherman gets to live there. I know, I've heard about that Bigfoot of Joseph. That there's, that somebody... It's just one of the ridiculous things about copyright law, you know? Somebody copyrighted the birthday song, and if you sing it, if you sing the copyright song to, say, your 2-year-old, technically you owe the company money, and you're breaking the law. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I'm going to tab out for just a second. Music's going to stop, but I want to be able to see how many fantastic people are joining us live. That'll help me out a little bit. We're up to 660 people. Resume. Okay. So we've got rudimentary food. Probably just going to want any old gatherer's hut for now. Gatherer's hut's under this one, actually. Am I going crazy? Oh, is it not on that list? Maybe it's not. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna, just put stuff wherever. Let them get to work. Oh, and we gotta get all of our windows open. See how it doesn't open them up for you by default? Alright, so we're gonna put these where I like them. Where I've grown used to having them. It does take up quite a bit of screen real estate, but I get used to it. So, it is what it is. Northern Lion's 69th birthday, that's true. He would be having fun with that. All day long, he'd just be like, haha, it's 69. He's a funny guy. Alright, so we're playing on speed 5, and we have no builders. Right, that's right, we need to assign builders. Quit being lazy little bastards, get to work. And yeah, clear cut some stuff. Get that stuff. If you're not laboring, then you're not doing it right. We'll go back up to speed 10. We want lots going on, I think. Yeah, you harvest that stuff. You get it. Go, laborers. Choppy choppy. We got builders assigned. Nobody's building. Looks like they want a stockpile, perhaps. I guess they have to take it to the stockpile before they can actually place it down or something. Kind of strange. So sure, we'll put a little stockpile there. See if they now will put it there and then start building. Or maybe not. Are they doing it? Ah, they're doing it. Good. So interesting that they need a stockpile before they're willing to actually do work. Is it 69 days till your birthday? Oh no, we're low on everything! Come on, builders. Get to work, bros. This is Birthdayville. It's a fun place. People like living here. Okay, and we'll just update it from here. We'll get probably 2 gatherers going right away, so we have a little bit of food. We need more homes, of course. So we should probably get those going as well. We're gonna have just a very small little town to start with. This game is really cool. You want the weather effects on? I can turn it back on. Doesn't affect me. It just makes it a little bit trickier to see, I think. We'll see. See, it's raining. I'll encode it at really high bitrate, so hopefully it'll look all right. All right, so we got one little fisherman. Oh my God! Somebody's you fell off a ladder. I don't think I've ever seen somebody die from falling off of a ladder. That's kind of pathetic, honestly. I mean, that's pretty sad, man. Can't believe we've already had a death. Still noticing occasionally that the music stops working when you go to the menu mode. Thank you, Ugonama, for the happy birthday. Appreciate it. I'm 29 years old. It's my birthday. I'm a happy camper. Interestingly, my son is actually at a birthday party for somebody else, which is why I have time to stream. Just fine with me. Gatherer's hut's right here. There's not much going on in the gathering, but, you know, there's at least some. Whatever. Could always build a forester's lodge as well. That seems like unnecessary work. Alright, so we gotta actually start paying attention and, like, trying to play the game. There's only 1 baby. Now 2. Alright, so we're out of stone. Collect some stone. We're also doing okay on wood, actually. Got the homeless. Only the 1 house so far. And the builder took it with a 0-year-old. You little... She's a infidel. She's making babies without a husband. It's not acceptable. Alright, so we need more homes still. We're just gonna place them all willy-nilly because it really doesn't matter yet. Same birthday as Galileo. Cool. Thank you for congratulating me, Ithambar. I've survived 1 more revolution around the sun. That all being said, your birthday is a very arbitrary day to celebrate, I think. Especially considering it's not even that accurate, really. When you consider leap years and things, like the actual day that you celebrate is... It's always wrong, different. You know, one thing that bugs me about science fiction TV shows and movies and stuff? I've been watching a lot of Star Trek. And it bugs the crap out of me. Okay, I get the idea that a universal translator would make it possible for us to understand alien species. But when they talk about time, and they refer to hours and days and things that are related to Earth's time scale, it's just like I was just watching an episode of Star Trek Voyager with my son. So, you know, we're making him watch Star Trek because he needs to be a Trekkie like us. And the character was like, "It's been 3 hours, and we're still no closer to a solution." And I'm like, 3 hours? How on earth do you know what 3 hours is? You've never been to Earth. They're in the Delta Quadrant. It's just ridiculous. Does anyone else find that ridiculous? I know I do. I shouldn't have built that gatherer's hut. That didn't make any sense. The boarding house is really more for nomads. And we're not going to have any nomads until we get a town hall up. But I'm actually going to try building a town hall pretty quickly in this game. To see if maybe we can get more nomads quicker and try to, like, really build up the population fast. Now, everyone has houses now, which is nice. So, we've got a woodcutter who's going to chop some wood. We've got a couple fishermen. We've got a gathering hut, which is doing probably nothing. They've kept, you know, a little tiny bit of berries, mushrooms, and roots. First thing I think we need to do is actually build a tiny little bridge here so that we can build a more appropriate forester's lodge and gatherer's hut out there, and a little house for them. So yeah, let's get started on the bridge then. A little tiny one, like right there. I'm gonna keep the builders busy. My children don't really know. It's funny because I was talking to my daughter about it. Because before, as you know, I would go to the office, which was like a location away from home, which is the same thing I've been doing for like 7 years. When I was in the insurance and financial advising business, I would go to work and I would come home. And so, you know, I just say, I'm going to go to work. And the kids understood that. And then I kept saying that as I made the transition into more of a YouTube type thing. And the kids understood that because I'd leave the house, I'd go to work. And then now, like a week and a half ago, after having moved to the office that we built in the house, hypothetically, now it's more like, well, okay, I gotta go to work. Okay, but you're home. No, I'm at work. But you're home, Daddy. No, I'm going to work. You can't come out here. Stay away from the office. I'm at work. I'm working. It's very difficult to explain to her. Alright, so let's build a proper gatherer's hut here. And a house or two. We'll get the gatherer's hut done first. Everyone's got homes. Chop down a few more trees. Kind of low on logs. Really low on food as well. Kind of nervous about that. We can continue to use the storage cart for storage. We don't actually have to build a like a spot, you know. Clusters of tiny towns around a large town. It's true. We could make this the large town. In the most recent video of Banished, which I actually don't know if that's up yet. I've started a large project of like building a major town. Come on, laborers, to work. So wood is definitely our issue now. This new gatherer's hut is consuming all of our logs, making it difficult for us to get enough wood to chop wood. But it's late spring of year 2. Bunches of babies. We're actually doing slightly okay on food. I'm just used to having like 20,000 in my larger city. You know, at some point, Army Kid Bran, I might allow the kids to, you know, at least maybe have their audio in a video or something, or maybe, you never know. I mean, they deserve their anonymity. They're just children. Whereas with me, it's a choice. With them, they wouldn't really understand what they're doing, so I want to be very protective of them. But if it's a reasonable thing, then I might maybe include them in some stuff. Alright, so we'll get this gatherer's up, and then Magus will probably reclaim this one. A little bit more firewood would be fine. You can never really have too much of that stuff. I do like playing on speed 10. I started off playing on speed 1. I know, Quill18's playing right now as well. Unfortunately, there's no multiplayer in Banished, so it's not really going to be an option for us. We gather... Actually doing just fine on stone. Alright, our new gatherer's hut's done. Let's not work this one. And instead, we're going to build a house over here for them to work that gatherer's hut. In fact, I do think we're going to want to reclaim this. Just get some resources from it. I mean, the gatherer's hut, it just doesn't have anything that we can get from it, you know? I built it just so we could get a tiny, tiny little bit of food before that first winter. We're already almost into year 3. So it looks like we did recover a very small amount of resources. As far as Mountain Blade Warband goes, I tried, I think it was called the Britannia mod. That was an interesting mod. Probably want to stockpile out here, don't we? And I enjoyed that, but I don't know. I don't know if we're actually gonna use mods or just try it vanilla first. I'm a little leery about doing mods, because when I polled the audience and they said, yeah, let's play Civ 5, and then I played Civ 5, they were like, well, you played Communitas, and that's not what we wanted. And so I said, oh, oops. Well, at least we're full up on on firewood. I actually have a few logs. Could use more people. Perhaps we begin the ambitious project of making a what do you call it? Not a trading post. A town hall. Takes a lot of stone, a lot of iron, but I'm curious to see how quickly nomads can arrive, so maybe we just build one. Let's just build one. It'll be an ambitious project for us. Okay, so the gatherers, I'm assuming, are living here. No, they're not. They're apparently living up there. And the gatherers are instead living in this house. And the fishermen are living here. Okay, that's dumb. Fishermen live here. You guys live here. Why would you do this to me? This is just dumb. Clearly the fishermen should live here. There we go. At least one of them lives there. So they're migrating. I guess they take some time. It's an 11-year-old woman living on her own. I don't believe you can rename your characters in this game, unless I'm mistaken. I'm actually really enjoying the Communitas playthrough. I think it's really fun. And we are winning that war. A lot of people thought I was, like, doomed already. But no. No, no, no. You have to have faith. You have to have faith. Okay, we're getting some stuff. I'm not going to be too worried about building, like, I think in the first playthrough of Banished, my very first time playing Banished, I really quickly set about doing, like, hunters' lodges and foresters and, like, you know, we need to, oh, gotta protect the community, protect nature. Screw that, let's just chop everything down. We can always build the foresters' lodges later. We're doing fine, you know? This is a major undertaking, but we need it. So we gotta get the stone, we need some iron. No iron in this area here. Got a little bit of iron there. A little bit down there and over here. So we're kind of running into an iron shortage. Looks like there's some up here. So go, my slaves. Is the chat in slow mode or something? I'm amazed at how easy it is to actually stay up on the chat with 900 some people. Thanks for joining me on my birthday. It's my birthday, by the way. It's the birthday streaming. So Birthdayville is up to 13 peoples now. And there's iron there too. Pretty much you just want like bridges everywhere. They're like a static cost, you know, you pay for them and then once you've done that, you're good. So now we need stone and iron and then a bunch of building to get that thing going. It just takes time, you know, we're doing okay on food. 13 people, almost 100 food stored up, plus there's food in the houses. So we're fine, totally fine. Just need more work to get done. And I probably designated too much. I have a tendency to do that. Ah, perfect. Now both gatherers, or the single gatherer, one gatherer lives here. No, still doing that thing. No, I have not had a tornado yet, but I did see, I watched Quill18's video where he got destroyed by a tornado. And then he asked immediately afterward what happened to the trees. It was funny. Yeah, one little woodcutter is they get a lot of work done, I tell ya. Kind of low on tools and clothing, so we'd like to get some of that stuff going, but this major undertaking needs to finish first. We've got all the iron that we need. So why don't we do this? Let's zoom way out, and then we're going to cancel designation on all the stuff that I designated, just so that I can redesignate and focus on what we need to focus on. We need stone right now. So let's just get the stone that's here, you know, nearby. And it does seem like we have quite a bit of traffic here, so a dirt road wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't like the builders to spend too much time. You know, just little bits that speed them up just a tiny bit, I think is a good way to start off. We might even have too much food. 1,000 fish. Yeah, it's a bit much on the fish. In fact, I guess let's go ahead and keep them working, but like let's actually just set a food limit that's relative to the size of the population. We've got 14 people, so let's say we only want 1,400 food. Yes, this game is coming out on the 18th, 3 days from now. Does this thing still need more stone? Of course it does. Let's get all that juicy stone. Lux Invicta sounds like a lot of fun. I agree. That'd be fun. I'd like to play that again. Yep. Banished is scheduled to be about 20 bucks. It's going to be a very good little game. Very excited about it. I'm actually not sure what's going to happen when the game goes live, because I'm playing like a Steam app beta build type thing, which is probably not the same as the actual game. So I might lose access to the game in 3 days, and then I'll have to buy it. Or ask him to please provide me with a new code. Kill the deer! Hey, town hall's underway. So this is a little bit of an experiment. I'm not sure if migrants is something that is dependent upon the population of your town, or how much excess food you have, or if it's just a random event. So we're going to build the town hall as early as possible and see if we can maybe get some whole bunch of people early on. I haven't played Democracy 3 in a long time. It's possible, Master Matt. I don't know. I hope that I don't lose all my saves. Thanks for the happy birthday, Captain Bit. Yeah, Jamie Dodgy, I do want to do some more EU4 and CK2 subscriber games. I'm still settling into getting to the house. I'm actually caught up now, and I'm a couple days ahead. The schedule's going well. Those are the types of things that determine when I have free time to actually schedule. Yeah, they do just pick completely random names. Like this kid's name is Levant. I've never heard anyone name that ever before. We're low on tools, so we need a blacksmith. That'll be the next thing we make, so even more stuff that we need. The blacksmith's kind of expensive. Up to 11 adults. We're actually really running low on tools. This is going to really slow us down, but hopefully the town hall being complete will help out. Laborers are bringing over all this stuff. We're actually out of wood now. Can you still see all right with the weather effects on? Stream's probably looking like another hour to 2 hours long. A couple hours today. While my family went off to my son's birthday party. It's not his birthday. Hey, so we got a town hall. Cool. Only 58% of our population is educated. 94% clothed. Now they're fully clothed, apparently. Reserve on... that stuff's low. Nomads. See, this is what we want. We want nomads. Now, 4 people without tools. And we need iron. There's a little tiny bit of iron out here. And then I guess we're gonna have to go all the way up here for this iron. So this guy's, he's knocking down trees like in Minecraft. You know, no tools, he's just hitting it with his tree. Hitting it with his hand. Yes, Mathis does play this game, in fact. He's been playing it a lot. I don't know if he's put it on YouTube at all. I haven't seen. Johanan has been born. Everyone's out of tools. We really should have done a better job estimating, seeing the tool problem happen. And we're also almost out of clothing, so we're going to need to get a Hunter's Lodge. You need, like, one of everything in the beginning of the game. We'll just put one of these here. Right on the deer. Just go kill the deer! And iron is what's slowing us up. We're trying to get the iron. Yeah, you very clearly have a tool in your hand, sir. You're a liar. I see your pickaxe. You have a pickaxe. Alright, building is being started up on the blacksmith. We'll get the hunting cabin going, and then we also need to get the clothier going after that. Just got a clothing shortage coming up soon. Food's doing okay. I do own Anno 2070. It's a pretty cool game. I could check it out. I've got a lot on the plate right now, so probably not yet. Not for a while. And there's a lot coming up as well, like the Rajas of India for CK2 is coming out. There's an expansion for EU4. At some point in the near future, I want to play some Mountain Blade. It's amazing. Like, I don't have enough time to play all the things that I want to play. Even though we have 8 videos a day, I can't seem to fit in all of the content that I want to. Definitely have a major tools shortage here. We're out of wood now. It's worth noting that I'm playing on speed 10 and I'm reading the chat more than I am looking at the game, so this isn't going to be like the most optimal playthrough. That's fine. So we gotta get a blacksmith. This is going to take some iron and log. Just iron plus logs equals iron tool. We have a lot of laborers. A lot of people that are able to get trees chopped down. Of course, as we do this, this is making the gatherer's hut slightly less effective. But we're doing okay on food. And I think we're going to want to get the rest of that iron as well. Yeah. There's one guy running out. I love that. One guy running around without underwear, and he puts it on hastily when he hears that they're keeping track of it. That's great. Nosferatu. Very funny. Okay, so hopefully we can get some hunters to go kill these deer. That'll give us some hides, or whatever, that we can then use to get clothing started up. We need to start the clothier. Tailor. Oh, wait, you! Oh! Look at that! She's hunting! She's smacking the deer! Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! She just punched the deer to death! Did you see that? That's what I've been wanting them to do forever! Like, you know, you walk by a deer, kill it! Smack it in the face! And she's just... Don't run away. Come back. She needs to punch you. Yes, the reserve of tools is low, but we are making tools, yes? 8 tools. Good. So the tools shortage should go away. That's good. Now we have a clothing shortage coming up, so hopefully this gets done. We need stone again. Stone and iron and all that stuff. We're going to have to continue to travel ever further away to get our stone and iron. There's no stone up here. Alright, we'll get this iron. Any stone remaining? Alright, that'll have to do. And we gotta chop down a few more trees as well. Okay, get busy, my people. Kinda low on food, considering we're already up to 19 people. See, this is going much quicker, playing on speed 10 all the time. We don't have a school, so our population is slowly becoming less and less educated. There is an interesting achievement you can do where people aren't educated. Could be kind of fun. Nudist village. Is there an achievement for nude families, nude peoples? Okay, we already got some leather. We need stone and iron and logs before we can get this thing done. On a completely unrelated note, I've been playing tons and tons of Dota 2 ability draft. Ooh, Viper Lead, knowing my real name. Fancy. Thank you. Appreciate the happy birthday. Deer punching, new sport for the Olympics. Here she comes. Punch him. Let's watch. There she is. Check her out. Ready? This is as close as we can zoom in. Let's is like slow the game down. We can watch her. Oh, she already did it. Damn. She was on her last blow. And then she's leaving. Going to get something to eat. You left the dead deer and the carcass on the floor. Crazy woman. That's weird. So, what do we need? The clothing thing will become an issue soon. Clothes at only 55%. So we need that now. They're not complaining about it. I guess they don't need to have clothing to be happy, but... got all the logs we need. We need stone. Just still need stone. Lots of stone. Get that stone, man. So I'm asking the chat, does anybody know how you make nomads arrive? When do nomads come into your village? What causes it? This looks like a good spot for some mines against this hill. I think we can build them there. Does it look like we can fit them in there? Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Right there. And right there. We can have twin mines. Birthdayville's coming along just fine. Do you think we need more homes? We're up to 20 people and we haven't built any more homes in a while. Maybe add one more. And the tailor's on the way, so now they can start wearing clothing again. Education again continuing to slip down to 50%. You think it's just random? They just randomly get nomads? That'll be one of those things that I'd like to try to min-max, you know. Get our tailor going, make some clothes. Inventories. This is what we have. Items in storage. We got 16 leather we can turn into some new coats. Don't worry, eventually we're going to replenish the forest here. And the Gatherer's doing just fine, even though we've kind of exterminated some of their area here. The number that arrive is just relative to the size of your population. Okay. Sarge of War. The only issue with having like 6 people in multiplayer is that it tends to become disorganized when it comes to like talking. 3 seems to be like the ideal number. There's no real silence anywhere, and it's just nice and balanced. Alright, so we're doing okay on clothing. People are wearing clothes again. 95% clothed. Yay! Seems like we might need a little bit more food. But, we're doing okay. As always, we need more wood. Choppy choppy. I think we're just going to go ahead and just say, okay, so if you were going from here to here, what path would you like to take? Apparently this one. Just build a nice long road. And just, yeah. Let's give him some roads. Full up on stuff, and we're full up on tools. Look at that, he made 50 tools. Awesome. That's quite a few tools. 50 clothes, 50 tools, seems good. We're up to 22 people, so I guess we'd like to have maybe up to 2,200 food. No, not 22,000. That's a lot. That's how much our bigger city had. So that'll give the builders something to work on. New home on the way. Doist, yes, I do read the chat. As much as I can. Thanks for the happy birthday moods. Okay, so something else that we haven't done much of yet is any education. So we could probably afford to get a school. We got 16 adults now. We got room for it, I think. This will be a next major kind of project. It's mostly logs. And we've actually got a little bit of a supply of almost everything. Now we still do need more stone and iron, so can't really neglect those. Stone and iron. And we'll continue to chop the trees that are closer to our town centers. This will continue to be like, I think this is like just an ideal area for a little hunting. Well, hunting can really be anywhere. It's really an ideal area for a herbalist and a gatherer and a forest lodge. Nobody is, oh, they're just laborers. We got some unassigned people. You know, what do we really need more of, I think? Maybe we need to build a herbalist out here. Yeah, I think we need an herbalist and a forest lodge. Not a woodcutter, forest lodge. That'll keep him busy. I definitely think that holding shift while pathing, while making your roads, is better. See how they keep following the roads? That's because that's the route they wanted to take anyway. And if I had just done it like maybe in the pretty way that I would have wanted to do it, I'd probably make it like more angular, more like harsh 90-degree turns and stuff, and they just don't want a path like that. By holding down shift when placing roads, they seem to, most of the time, these guys are avoiding the road, but most of the time, depending on where they're going, they'll follow that road and make good use of it. I almost wonder if maybe that's the default you should use. Like if that should just be the way they do it automatically. Health is suffering a little bit, probably because of a lack of food types. We're also apparently out of food. Yikes. Okay, so fishermen, hunters, gatherers. Let's get some more food going. I have to adapt here to the growth rate. We're up to 25 people already. That would be a really cool feature as well, if you could lock like a ratio relative to the population. Like what if I could just say, I want 100 food per citizen? That'd be pretty sweet. I hate that they can walk in 45 degrees and streets can only become increments of 90 degrees. I see what you mean, yeah. Well, what I would like, actually, is that since they can go... You know, like, rather than have this tile, 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 make it so that diagonal roads automatically form a junction between the two. Instead of doing this zigzag thing. Why not just make it so that it's a nice, pretty angled road? That'd be pretty nice. What I have really high hopes for about this game, I really think it's going to be a very good game for modding. Picture all the obsessed people who play games like Dwarf Fortress, but then put it in a beautiful game like this and give it some mod tools and make it modifiable. That'd be pretty amazing. Okay, so we're doing okay. We got a little bit of food now. We've got a teacher, yep, one student, so we're actually starting to educate the population again. Our population is very stupid. 41% of them are educated. We need that herbalist to start working so we can try to repair some of their health. That'll bring it back up. It seems to me, and I may be mistaken, I don't really know, that you can only, like, health seems to just be affected by having, like, 1 or 2 food types, and as long as you have more than just 2, then they're fine. You know, they can eat whatever. That's what I've seen, at least so far. What else should we build? Do we really have the space for... Wow, the trading post is expensive. We're out of trees. Let me chop some down from over here now. I may be mistaken, but these seem to be closer to me than up there. I guess we're kind of going in a pretty good circle, but we've got people living here as well. So it might be faster just to chop down a few trees here. Chop, chop. Yep, we're waiting on logs. Chop them trees. You guys using my tumble, the tumble thing? Storage barn is actually kind of covered by our storage cart. Until the cart gets full, I'm not going to build a storage barn. There's really no point. They keep using the cart. It's the same thing, just smaller. How are we doing as far as happiness goes? Pretty happy. Build that herbalist. Get that forester's lodge going. Come on, peoples. Quit being lazy. Little lazy bastards. Such a beautiful game. It really is. Storage for goods is near capacity. Okay, sounds like we do need a storage barn. Now, where's the main the main city going to be? Like, where do we want to put people? This might actually be a better location for people than for the whole Forester's Lodge type thing. Ah, what the heck? We'll just build a market like here, right in the middle. Doesn't need to be pretty, does it? Sure. And then we'll chop down all the trees. Herb limit of 100 seems more than enough. Nice. So we got enough fuel, we got enough tools. Not able to actually cap out on coats because we don't have enough leather, so we could use an extra hunter or two. A child was born. Population grows. Don't you dare tumble my daughter. It said you gave Arumbas a good tumble. My daughter is 3. Keep that in mind. Okay, we're running low on laborers. I think the food situation is a little concerning. Let's make the wood cutter into a forester. Keep one laborer. You could probably even make the blacksmith, yeah. The blacksmith is basically functioning as a laborer anyway. So let's get rid of the blacksmith and get another forester. Cut them all down. Kill it all. The foresters will replant it. We need that stuff for construction. Stone, I think we're going to run out of when we're trying to make this market, so we need more stone. That's apparently iron. God, we have to go that far away for stone now? We might need to make a quarry soon. A caste-like society. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. They seem to just change jobs willy-nilly. They do whatever they want. And there's no skills involved. They just, you know, I was reading it, the creator of the game said that it just became, like, it makes sense with tiny little populations, but when you get up to, like, 300 people, you don't want to be manually managing someone's job based on what skills they're good at. Like, it just became too much work and not fun. Which, what I really appreciate about him not putting it in the game is that he cared more about, is it fun? Right? Like, let's make the game enjoyable, not tedious. Okay, what are all of our people doing right now? We got kind of low on firewood. Probably need to keep a woodcutter. Just keep moving them around. Health has started to come back up ever since we got the herbalist. Bringing in some medicines. Of course, it just went back down to 4. I know that we're low on firewood. We just got a person chopping again. They live right here, apparently, so they should be pretty busy. Unfortunately, why are you going that way? We need stone. Surface stone is definitely better. It's so much easier to obtain. I want to maybe experiment with some big long roads. Oh, that's annoying that it's blocked. Oops. Let's relocate the storage pile to, say... Kind of annoying that it can't be an oblong shape, like it has to be a specific shape. Snarf, try to kill me. You guys are playing CK2 in the chat, I can see. It's like 1,000 of you now, playing Crusader Kings 2, set up plots and kill each other. Oh, I wish I could play for 24 hours. Did somebody program Nightbot to actually... That's great. Snarfendorf was killed, nobody missed them. That's funny. It's very clever. Who did that? I want to know. Okay, get that stone, please. We need the stone. Get our market out of the way. Overall population... See, this number should be at the top or something, I think. 26. Just makes it easier. I don't want to add that up every time. Did I not assign or designate enough stone? Maybe we need more. More stone. Get the stone. And then, as soon as the market's done, we need to start a quarry, because I hate having to run around looking for surface stone. Is that stone or iron? It's like iron. Yeah, it's iron. A little bit of stone over here. We could build another bridge. Pretty expensive bridge. Sure. Let's build it. Let's build it here. Not enough stuff. Nope. I canceled my blacksmith. That's why. Okay. Market is almost done. Cool. Excited. You guys are just going crazy with the kill plots. It's all that we're seeing now. So that's good. That means we did manage to collect enough stone. Now we're low on iron, naturally. Is this stone? Look at that. There's stone right in there. So as soon as this bridge is done, we'll collect this iron. That'll fill in our gap there. We got good amounts of logs and stone. You bump that up. We're up to how many citizens now? 26. So we'll bump that storage limit up as well. Just a little bit. And maybe, you know, 100 food per person is probably too much, really. Let's go with maybe 50 food per person is definitely not enough. $2,000 is plenty. And we need a market person. And now that'll just make things a little bit more effective, because I'll use the wheelbarrow. Full up on herbs, good. So we got a spare person working labor now. Get some more stuff out of the way. The foresters are working hard to try to replant the deforested. Yeah, that's right. It's a word. I made it up. Bridge is almost coming along. They're actually working on it now. We need that iron. We're out of trees. Chop down these dead-looking ones. And these ones, too. Just chop them all down. Overall, we're pretty healthy and happy. 47% educated. I think that's starting to come back up. The bridge is done, so let's go ahead and collect our iron. And might as well chop these trees down over here, right? You got first comment on Norway? Oh yeah, it's 3 o'clock. Norway just came out. Norway went really well, I think. I'm really having a ton of fun with the Norway playthrough. Alright, should we try to upgrade the steel tools like we did in the other playthrough? Get some coal real quick. Still can't believe we lost that guy at the beginning of the game. Think about how big the population would be if he hadn't died, and he could impregnate all the people. Never stop building houses, I guess. Might as well have more houses. Couldn't hurt. Got a laborer. And I do want to start that mine. So... No, not a quarry. A mine. Oh man, epic mining. This is where we will mine the things. You could almost even fit a quarry there. But no, we're going to need lots of houses for these people. So if we were to build a road from here to here... Well, actually, anyone that lives near the mines is going to want to use that market. So we need a bridge here. Doing just fine on food. Things are going well. Spam Mathis and Northern Lions channels to get more viewers. It's my birthday, by the way. Did anyone tell you? Look at that. We're over 1,000. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it. Happy birthday to me. I feel like I've stopped aging. I'm not actually 29. It's not true. I'm still 28. Yeah, we need more trees. I'd feel guilty about knocking down the saplings, though. We're also low on stone. Of course we are. Always. That's why we need to get like a quarry going, you know? Where would we put a quarry? Where would one even fit? Such a big, big thing to have to build. Lots of stuff over there. We could just harvest all this. That's really traveling a long way to get it. Okay, so we got our road. Very nice. No wood. We need wood. We need wood. Chop down the trees. All of them. And we actually have enough coats. Perhaps we should start looking into trading. And then maybe even get some... we have no babies. That's the problem. We need these people to make children. So I guess maybe we need another house. No. Not there. We need the houses down here because that's where the miners are going to live. Facecam at 100,000 subscribers. That's the plan. I've been saying that for a few months, and it's actually going to happen, I think, sooner than people realize. We're already up to 43,500, and the growth rate is about roughly 6,000 a month. So that picks up over time, and it should happen quicker than you'd think. It's interesting, YouTube mechanics. Channels seem to grow the faster they grow. You know, it's one of those virtuous cycle type things. Looks like we're low on stuff. So we're going to gather all this stuff. All that surface iron over there. That'll keep those laborers busy. We want some coal so that we can now produce steel tools. We really need a quarry. I just can't decide where to build it. We have no room. We need to, I guess we got to build one down here, right? And it does fit. It's just feels so unideal. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, just kind of need one. That's where it's gonna go. Whoa, why did it flip to there? That's not what I said to do. It, like, flipped at the last second. That's kind of strange. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, Social Blade is it's a fairly accurate predictor, but it does not plan ahead for growth based on the it's not at all an exponential scale. It's just, okay, so what did you grow this month? And then it does a linear progression, like, okay, so if you gain 3,000 people this month, then you're going to gain 3,000 people per month for all of eternity. Therefore, in 10 months, you'll have gained 30,000, which is not how it works. It doesn't actually do that. Alright, so we have a little tiny bit of coal, yeah? I hope? None. Population's not growing still. We obviously don't need that much coal. I think we even go down to 50. Just enough to allow us to make steel tools. Does coal get used for anything other than steel tools? I don't know that it does. Somebody else in the beginning wanted Weatherfax on. So, you and he need to go outside and have a duel, and the winner will determine whether or not we turn them on or off. Hey, new babies. Good. How's the education of the populace going? 55%. Clothing at 97. Go put on your underpants. Most of the laborers are probably working on all this, which causes them to not bring the resources to here or chop down trees. So I think I should start using this prioritize area. Maybe that'll make a difference. There's no visual way to see where the priority is, but it does seem to work. I guess it maybe... You know what it probably does? It has a huge list of all of the assigned tasks that laborers can complete, and it's just done in order. And whatever you put in the prioritize area just puts it to the top of the list. Would be my guess. Kill the deer. There's so many deer. Alright, our population is now up to 31, so... maybe a little bit more food as a cap, just in case. Bum 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 bum. Get a little tiny bit of coal. Have you produced any steel tools yet? No, none. You know, it was strange. The coal does not seem to end up going to where it needs to be. Ah, there we go. The blacksmith can't go and pick up the coal himself. It has to end up in a stockpile before he'll recognize that coal exists. Strange. Okay, we are low on logs, according to the game. Getting things built. I feel a lot better this playthrough. I have not noticed that deer avoid people. The deer seem to just go wherever they want. We're still collecting just as much venison. They wander right through the town. I think the only real risk is that you don't want to have hunting lodges overlapping. Beats me though. Looks like our trees are starting to grow back. Where can we get some more wood? We definitely want at least one person to start working that stone. Trees. fact, let's start maybe more heavily using this button. Prioritize tree gathering. Yeah, I think I just need to make liberal use of increasing priority. You know, like if we're low on logs, designate logs, increase priority. And we can control it a lot better that way. Because we do have quite a few laborers wandering around, you know. We're full up on tools. We're full up on herbalists. So we've actually got 5 laborers that can just go and do whatever. Just picked up another laborer, in fact. And since we're full up on tools, do we really need somebody mining right now? Probably not. But I feel fine letting him do it. Never really looked at this much. Let's check it out. Produced 34, currently have 15, we've used 8. You can kind of see this relationship here. But you kind of get a feel for it. I mean, you just have to average it out, you know. Probably didn't need this many planned. And we definitely, I want to just have tons of people working on stone, because you always seem like you're low on stone. Seems like a big part of this game is getting enough stone. Why don't I just get a giant stockpile of wood and stone, seeing how you're going to chop down the areas for buildings? That's true, we could just chop down like this whole area. Let's put a stockpile here. And then let's designate these trees. Like those first. We lost a woodcutter. Sad times. Bum. Make easy babies. This is getting very forested. That's nice. Alright, so how are we doing with the foresting thing? So we got the gatherer's huts. Really don't need that many gatherers, probably. Forester's hut is, they are gathering some logs. More foresters, I think, would be good. Actually doing okay on logs, though. Probably because of all that stuff I designated. Wow, they work quick. Choppy down. Just choppy down, collect the all. Go. Get it all. What score would I give to this game at this current state? I tend to try to rate games based on whether or not I think they're worth the price, because it's difficult to say that game A is better than game B or worth more than game A or game B if you don't consider the price, right? So take for example $60 for Rome Total War 2, Total War Rome 2, whatever it was called, versus Banished at 20. Like, hands down, Banished, way better deal. Way better for your money. Like, this game is totally, absolutely worth the $20. For $20, I guarantee you will get so much entertainment out of this game that you will get your money's worth. And that tends to just be how I determine if a game's worth the money. Absolutely. I mean, you're bound to get at least 10 hours of entertainment, if not 100. 10 hours of entertainment at $20, you're paying $2 an hour for entertainment. Compare that to going to the movies, you're looking at $15 for a 2-hour movie. So, absolutely, it's totally worth it. I definitely recommend it. Strip mine. Okay, I think we're to the point now where we need to build the trade post so that we can try and get some farming and stuff going. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah, there we go. Oh, Look at the little two red ones right up there. It was so close. Gotta be on a major river. I guess that's where we put it. That'll have to work. And we actually have quite a bit of lumber, surprisingly. Strip mine! Get it all. We need stuff. And, I guess we start upgrading houses and stuff, and we're doing fine on food. I do think the game, it's a bit easy, actually. You know, we're playing on the hard setting, and it's not hard. I mean, at least I have not yet run into something where, oh god, the game has killed me, I lose. It just hasn't happened yet. Thank you, Vasily. No, I am not Arumba 08 now. I'm still Arumba 07. Oh, we got some homeless. Oh, because I upgraded their houses. Oops. Yeah, sorry. It happens. Lots of homes. Somehow the music turned off, so just have to go to the menu and then it comes back. I mean, once you get the basics down, it's just not very difficult. 35 citizens. Maybe 2,500 food would be a good cap. And we're actually over our limit of logs, which is amazing. Does that mean that they're not going to chop down trees anymore, I wonder? I better bump up the limit just in case. And let's try to prioritize that thing. See if we can get that thing going real quick. So yeah, how are you guys doing? This is called Banished. The game comes out in 3 days on the 18th. It's $20. Beethoven, I don't think there is any pollution in this game. At least it's not represented, nothing I've seen. The reason I'm putting so many homes near the mines is that each of these mines can work 30 people. 30. So we have need for like 90 people's space next to these mines if we actually get them going full bore. We're using up most of our stone. Not the prettiest road, but... And they're probably going to want to keep pathing right over the hill. These hills are kind of annoying. I do feel like I have a pretty good grasp of the game, though. Yeah, the homeless are only homeless because I started upgrading their houses. And I kicked them out. We've got these ones building as well. Could use some more builders. Let's go ahead and let three people build. We got the builders working on the trading post. That's a priority right now. So as soon as they finish that, they'll actually upgrade the homes and the people will stop being homeless, and hopefully they'll be happy. Population's growing. We're up to 36 dudes. We got steel tools now. Yep. Pretty much only making steel tools. Check the inventory. See, the music's gone. You guys notice that the music is gone? It's just off. And you go to the exit menu and then it comes back on. Don't understand it. Is that the villager? That's the market guy with his wheelbarrow. He's picking up some serious stuff right there. Okay, to honor or to please all people, now I'm going to turn weather effects off, because some people wanted them on, some people wanted them off. Now they're off, now you can see clearly all the time. Maybe you'll like that better. Okay, so our trading post is almost done, which is good, because that means that we're going to get, maybe get some farming going. We'll get one guy working there. And like before, in our other playthrough, it seems to me like coats are good to sell if you have excess. Iron tools aren't bad. But firewood is just like the cheesiest, easiest one. Seems like. Plus we're always full up on firewood anyway. Kind of running a little bit low on food relative to what we want, so we're out of that. I guess we need to see, the music stopped. I don't understand why that happens. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It's true. Okay, builders, build these houses. We need less homeless. Fewer homeless. So in 11 short years here, we've managed to make a population of 37. I like playing on speed 10. I like to just have more stuff happen. Wow, 180 logs. They're actually producing more logs than I would have expected. And as always, we're always low on stone. And so I'll designate a huge stone road. No, why would you build it there? That's wrong. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I guess it's fine. Might not be a bad idea to just put another stockpile out here and let the market person bring his wheelbarrow out to move it over. Let's try it. Let's see if that works. Just put another little stockpile out in the middle of nowhere. Firewood, stone, firewood. Doesn't surprise me, they probably took all the firewood. Yep. Getting really low on food. Just kind of a little spread out here. I guess we could probably scale back on the stone cutters, but prioritize the stone. That way we can try to get that going. Hopefully our woodcutter's hard at work. You're making firewood, yeah? Good. Get working. Get busy. We need to have at least 625 firewood so we can buy the first supply of seeds. And then get some farming going. Yeah. Arumba was some Romanian guy who liked 3 videos and then did nothing with his account for 5 or 6 years. And I tried to petition YouTube to give me that channel. And when I did, I had to do it 3 times, and on the 3rd time, instead of giving me the account, they deleted it. Because YouTube is very, very unwilling to negotiate when it comes to channels. They're very kind of annoying about it. Yeah, it does look like they're placing the logs there. Temporary stockpiles might make sense. Should take it to there. Yep, so you collect it, and then let's let the market person go pick it up with their wheelbarrow. I like it. I'm gonna mess everything up now and like reverse the image. Let's just look at the world this way now. It's gonna be all confusing. It'll throw you off. You're gonna be like, where is everything? I'm confused. I agree. It's confusing. Maybe change the perspective a little bit. The video's not loading for you. That's not good. Alright, I think the problem is that we've got... These things need laborers to remove the storage from the homes. And the laborers are all doing this. So maybe we need to reprioritize that, that, and that. I want to get those done. We are growing, but it's just not fast. Population actually got up to 40, but then came back down due to a couple deaths. And then even having this thing for 12 years, we haven't had a single thing in notepads. It's rather sad. All that iron and log. What do we need to do to make the population grow, you know? I mean, come on, make babies. No traitors. Wow, see, look how quick they did that after I did the priority designation. I think we have to go back to looking at the map this way. It was really weirding me out. Alcohol makes babies? Does it really? Are you I mean, seriously, or is that just a joke? Because I actually never did build bars. Makes citizens happy, but it doesn't say anything about making babies. But if it makes babies, then we're all about it. All about it, baby. Hey, there's a thing. Alright, so F2, 6. Select. Prioritize. Go. Person's here. Trade. You've got cattle. We'll take them. We'll give you all of the firewood that we have. And that'll give us 3 cows. Sounds good. Thanks for the cows, bro. Where do we want to put the cows? Can we fit the cows here for now? I want everything to be kind of close together, you know? Yeah, let's just put the cows here. It doesn't seem like it really makes any difference how organized you make your town. You just build stuff everywhere. Just build it, you know? For some reason this guy's walking over there instead of living here. This guy works there instead of working here. They need to trade their houses a bit more. We are low on firewood because the trading post is trying to steal it all. Got our 3 cattle. Pretty happy about it. The brewer. The tavern is on its way. Good. I'm 29 now, thank you for asking. I'm an old man. Yeah, exactly. Happiness is at 4.5 stars, so I don't know that that has anything to do with babies. One of these days we should play the tutorial. Maybe we should go do that. You guys want to go play the tutorial and see if we can learn some things before I keep making dumb mistakes and people get upset with me? We could do that. We are low on firewood. Have plenty of actual wood. Perhaps we need to have another firewood cutter. Just build it anywhere, whatever. Wherever you can fit it. Looks like they're working on the stone houses. Alcohol, tavern. So what does the tavern do? Let's see if we can find him. The brewer. Runs taverns and brews alcohol. Make ale. Oh, we need food for that. So we can't do anything with this until we actually get some wheat, plum, pear, peach, cherry, berries, or apple. So never mind. We're out of firewood because this thing's stealing it all. Let's just put the limit to 71 so they stop taking it for a while. Let the people use it. Let the people have the firewood, man! Right now, Jespis, the sub count is at like 43,500. So it's growing very quickly. I really am just amazed by all the people that are finding the channel, you know? That organic growth is insane. There's like 200 people a day. Actually, more like 250 to 300, but there's turnover. There's, like, let's say I gain 7,500 subscribers in a month. I'll lose about 1,500. And that's understandable. There's nothing you can do about it. It's no different than the insurance industry, and I'm used to that, so... You know, in the insurance industry, you might sell 25 policies a month, and within the first month of having sold those policies, maybe 15 to 25% of them will cancel. So that's just how it works, you know. People sign up and they go away, and can't really get upset about them. I personally can't get enough of myself, but I can see how others would be a little bit tired of me after a while. I'm a bit biased, of course. We are low on food. Oh, yikes. Nobody pointed that out, by the way. People. Hey, you're supposed to be watching out for me here. Low on food, people. Why is this thing not... Oh, okay, we gotta prioritize. Right, prioritize this thing. We need to get the cows going. Maybe we butcher a cow. There we go. Now the builders can work. Man, that prioritize button is so useful. The reserve of food is low. The reserve of food is low. Yeah, Northern Lions artist Dracula Fetus used my old avatar, and he just thought it looked like a wooden robot or something. So that's where that came from. The reserve of food is low. It still is low. Alright, 41 citizens. I think we need a store, like a food limit of about 3,000. Maybe... What do you think the safe number would be? Take your population, divide it by 2? I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of food that you make. Firewood is building up slowly. Second woodcutter's online. We just have so few laborers to actually get stuff done now. Gatherers are broken. They make 4x the amount. Let's see if that's true. We have 4 gatherers and 4 fishermen. Fishermen have produced 1,000 food in the previous season. Gatherers have produced 2,000 food, roughly. Maybe a little bit less than 2,000, but they definitely did do more than the fishermen. And it's diverse food, so yeah, gatherers seem to be... Excuse me. They do seem to be pretty broken. Has anybody experimented with putting multiple gatherers' huts? If they overlap in their service area, does it really affect their production? Oh, berry ale, thank you. Yes. Berries. We do have ale. Cool. Thank you, stream. Thank you, people. You're awesome. Make the booze. Make it. Come on. Make the booze. Unfortunately, we're not going to get too much out of these cows until we can butcher them. Maybe we want to kill one or two. It's not that I finally listened, it's that you guys said it often enough that it was the predominant thing that I saw in the chat. The trader has died. We have only one laborer. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like only having one laborer. I want more laborers. Yeah, we're low on food. Maybe we kill one of these cows. Yeah, kill the deer. I agree. Should we kill a deer? Should we kill a cow? Just kill one of them. Let's kill one of them and let them grow next year. Kill it. Yeah. See that? I slaughtered it. Now we'll go back up to 6. Production. 160 beef with some leather. Doesn't seem like a lot of beef for a whole cow. Yeah, you can have more. If you only have one cow, you can make more. That kind of came up in the chat on the YouTube comments. It is possible. You don't have enough berries. You're making alcohol, yeah. Sweet. So what is it considered food? Alright. I feel like we need to play the tutorial. I never played the tutorial, I just started playing. Food. Firewood. Food. Firewood. Food. Okay, people, come on. Can we force it to do more gatherers? No. So I think we need to just add in a second gatherer set now. The question is where to put it. Probably over here? A little bit of a road. I don't know. Play something else, please. Banished is something I'm going to probably play for a few weeks, maybe 3 or 4. And we'll build a huge town, and I might do a second YouTube playthrough, but then after that, probably not. Not unless there's some cool mods that come out. It doesn't... Like, we were talking earlier about whether it's worth the money. Like, is it a good game? Yes, absolutely. You get plenty of entertainment out of it, but I don't know that there's enough variety to generate replayability. Like, this is the second time I've started a city, and basically you do the exact same thing. Build a gatherer's hut, build a forester's lodge, build a town hall, build this, build that, build this. Uh-oh. We're like totally out of firewood, and I need firewood to sell because I need plants. What do you have? He brought with him some eggs. Well, we'll totally sell you the firewood that we have for your eggs. And pepper. Let's buy... some eggs and pepper. Delicious. I mean, we have the wood. I should just... We gotta get people working the jobs they're supposed to work. Come on, chop firewood. Go, go. Choppy, choppy. Still struggling here a bit with this food situation. Fredigar, huh? Actually, Fredigar's... I've already got next week planned. You know, tomorrow I'll be doing the Arumba's agenda. We're low on food. We really need more food. Okay, let's scale back on stone cutting, because we're actually doing kind of okay on that. And I think we cancel the miner for now. Let's get the gatherers working. Let's get a bunch of gatherers. Because the gatherer's hut's now done. And this thing will definitely make a lot of food. Lots of food. And the berries are going to be necessary to make the alcohol. You've made 20 alcohol last season, 30 this season. People seem to like the alcohol. I agree, Democles. Well, it was my idea first to play Northern Lion, the Succession series. And he passed the save off at some point to Mathis, and then we were just, you know, we got talking, and I had gotten Northern Lion's information, and I talked to him a bit, and, you know, we just talk about YouTube type stuff. Like, anybody that's working in any business, like if you take two plumbers and you put them in a room, they're going to talk about plumber type stuff. And so, you know, we talked a lot about YouTube and making videos and stuff, and we ended up coming up with a few more ways we could collaborate. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to save this game, and I think we're going to actually go and play the tutorial, because I never did do it, and I feel like I should. So let's go to the... Quit to the main menu. Tutorials. Getting started. Learning the basics of the game. Survival. Food production. Do we just start at the beginning? Sure. Let's just do the tutorial together. Welcome to Banished. In this game, you control a group of exiled travelers who decide to restart their lives in a new land. Okay, yep, we know about that. We know about WASD. We know about Q&E. We know about the zooming of the camera. We know about the pitch. We know about keyboards. Yep, that's stuff that I looked at right away. We know that they don't have houses. F3-1, yep. It's recommending I build a house here. Why here, though? Placing a building will leave a footprint where it will be built. Next. You can cut down trees by pressing F9. Pressing F2. Designate this area. Okay. What do you say, boss? The townsfolk will head to that area and start removing rocks and trees. While they are busy, you can place a stockpile where the citizens will store logs, stone, iron, and firewood. Select the storage, pressing F5, 2. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. F2. F4. Assign builders. Got it. Okay. The builders will now begin construction on the house. Just one house isn't enough. You'll need 3 more. To give other families a place to live. Once again, press house, house. Yep, so we rotate. Rotate the building until it's in the spot. Okay, yep, okay. Sometimes it may take a while. F1, 4, 4. Try getting used to modifying the game speed. Once all houses are built, the tutorial will continue. Okay. Okay, so just judging by the tutorial here, it looks like stockpile near the buildings instead of like in the center of the construction area. Kind of makes sense, yeah. feel like we don't have enough builders. And it's not actually letting me do anything else. I just have to wait. Great! You've built houses for all the townsfolk. Now, it may seem like a lot of work for a few houses, but now you know how to build anything. Okay. People are going to need food, otherwise they'll starve. You can acquire food in a variety of ways. Since this town is near a river, the easiest way to quickly generate food is by building a fishing dock. Okay. Sounds good. Most buildings that produce food or other resources require workers. Yep. You may notice this icon above the citizens' heads. This means that the workers you just assigned don't have a place to work. As soon as the fishing dock is complete, they'll start working there and the icon will disappear. Any window can be closed. Okay. This is the very, very basic tutorial, so. Okay. It's done. If you build roads, people will move slightly faster as they move from one place to place. Place roads by posting that and then that. Okay. The same builders that construct buildings will prepare the road. As the town grows, workers produce food and other resources from many locations. It's useful to see an overview of what the town has available. F2. Overview. Yep. Okay. F5. Now build a storage barn. Got it. If you look at the overview, you can see that there aren't enough logs left to build the storage barn. You have to cut down more trees. Got it. Get it? Got it. Good. Chop down trees. Got it. Seems to me like the tutorial is recommending you build a very, very tight little town here. You know, somebody had mentioned something about, oh gosh, the game, you know, you're going to catch, buildings can catch on fire and then they're all going to burn down if you build them too close together. But it certainly seems like the tutorial isn't letting on that that could happen. I mean, look at how nice and tight and consolidated that road is. Storage barn right next to the fire pit. I do insist this game needs an idlers button. Not that, I mean, very rarely are people idle, but it wouldn't hurt to have an idlers button. You can always assign workers by using the professions tool, but you can also change the number of workers when examining the detail of a structure. Okay, so it's letting us know we can control here. Got it. Worker will now produce firewood. He or she will move logs onto stockpiles, or from stockpiles to the wood building and cut them to firewood. Yes, yes. Now the storage barn is built. The cart that the people arrived with is no longer needed. You can remove it. Okay. Your workers will remove the inventory from the cart and then move it to the storage barn. Sounds good. With some maintenance and a little luck, a small town like this will survive for many years. The children will grow up, become workers, and have children of their own. New houses can be built and the town can continue to expand. If at any point you need help with something, start by pressing F2 and then the question mark. You can read some of the help reference or press next to play the next tutorial. Next tutorial. Okay. This is very, very basic, but this one I think we'll maybe learn a little bit more about. Hey, they expanded it for us. Cool. As the town grows, additional specialized buildings can help make survival easier. In this tutorial, you'll build a work area for blacksmith, tailor, herbalist, foresters. Okay. F8 and 4. Using the mouse, move the blacksmith to the highlighted area. Press the left mouse button. Got it. Next, place a tailor. Now place an herbalist. And now place a forester's lodge. So we want a blacksmith, a tailor, an herbalist, forester, forester, forester. Okay. So I'm just wanting to like learn from the layout of the tutorial here how they kind of planned this thing. Lots of houses near the central thing. No real houses next to the locations that they work. Kind of curious, isn't it? All workers need tools to efficiently do their jobs. If a citizen doesn't have a tool, the following icon will appear above their head. Tools eventually wear out and need to be replaced, but the blacksmith can make new tools. Click on the blacksmith to view its details. Okay. The blacksmith will use logs and iron to make new tools. Here you can see the inventory of what the blacksmith has. Yep, we know about that. You can also change the product. Logs, iron, and coal, the blacksmith can produce steel tools that last longer. So they don't make them faster, they just last longer. Click on the tailor. Townsfolk stay warm by occasionally returning to their heated homes. With a tailor, you can help the workers ward off the cold and stay outside longer. The tailor can use leather or wool, or a combination of both to make the best clothing. I am so excited about this game's modding potential. Just imagine how complex this game can become. Right now we have 3 types of clothing. Just wait until it's like 20 because somebody goes crazy with modding. Since the herbalist isn't yet complete, use the time tool to advance time. Okay. This centralized thing though is very strange to me. Click on the herbalist. Okay. An herbalist will collect herbs from the surrounding forest and will help the townsfolk stay healthy. That's where they will search. Okay. Citizens need a variety of foods to stay healthy, such as meat, vegetables, fruit, and grains. If the townsfolk are not healthy, they are more prone to diseases. Herbs collected by the herbalist can be used to keep the townsfolk healthy if their diet is poor. They usually grow near old trees. This is something to keep in mind when you place an herbalist building. Okay. Excuse me. Rather than constantly clearing areas of trees to produce firewood, the workers at a forester's lodge will manage the forest for you. Yep. You can also enable and disable the planting of trees. When planting is disabled, no new saplings will be planted around the building. Yeah, we didn't really learn anything in that, except for the way that they built the town. There are many ways to produce food for your citizens. Hunting, fishing, gathering can be used to harvest food. Before food can be produced, you'll need to construct buildings and create areas for food production. Okay, F7-3, pasture, got it. It's a big pasture they're recommending. While the pasture is being built, you can place other buildings. A hunting cabinet can be used to designate an area where hunters should search for wild game. Open fields or forests nearby. So, anything, basically. Open fields or forests. Similar to hunters, gatherers search for and collect food. Just building them right next to each other. Interesting. Farmers can work fields to grow crops. Maximum size crop field. And a orchard. This is disabled. To enable the growth of crops, you first need to select the seed type to plant. Naturally, we're provided with multiple types. You can also need to assign farmers. In the spring, workers will plant seeds in the field, and in the autumn they'll harvest crops. You can direct them to harvest early by selecting harvest. Okay. The yield meter will show how mature the growing plants are and can be used to gauge to determine how much food will be produced. It will take several years for trees to produce fruit. Normally, farmers will harvest fruit in the autumn, but you can direct them to harvest early. Got it. Yep, you can cut down all the trees for wood or when you want to produce a different type of fruit. After planting, the yield meter determines production. Got it. Got it. Got it. Sheep. Yep. If you want to move all the animals from this pasture into another pasture, you can press the empty button. Okay. If the pasture isn't being worked, the animals will continue to grow, but they won't produce as quickly. Interesting. So the animals will kind of grow on their own. I did not know that. If there are too many animals, they will be slaughtered. You can control how many are. Yep, we knew that. Since the hunting cabinet isn't yet complete, we can advance time. Oh, click on the hunting cabinet to view its details. Alright, yep. Hunters will search the area for wild game. In addition to providing meat, hunting deer can provide leather. Yep, we knew that. You can disable it. Amazing. Food limit. Again, not much really going on. I mean, you kind of learn these basics just by playing the game, so. Gatherers will search for food. No shit, Sherlock. As soon as there's a forest nearby, gatherers can be a good choice. Variety of foods quickly. Click on the fishing hut. Each building that produces goods tracks how many resources are produced. Yep. Didn't really learn anything. Thanks for the happy birthday, Norwegian gamer girl. A trading post can be used to acquire new crop seeds, fruit seeds, livestock, food, and many other items. Okay. It's already been built for me. Click on it to view details. It needs to be built on a river or on a lake that connects to a large river running through the town. If it isn't, merchants won't be able to get their boats to the trading post. Before you can make trade, you'll need to stock the trading post with the goods you wish to sell. Since this town has more tools and coats than it currently needs, you can stock the trading post with these. Wow, you want 4 people to work the trading post? That's crazy. I've been able to get by with just 1 person working it. I guess I just want to make it happen quick. Click the trade button. This particular merchant is selling chickens. Once you buy livestock, you can move it into a pasture. Yep. Mm-hmm. Increase the total number of iron tools to trade until there's enough to match the cost. Okay. You're overpaying by 60 units. That's fine. You can now see the chickens you bought. Fascinating. Purchase. The purchase mode determines if and when the traders will make a trade for you. Okay, this is actually something I'm kind of curious about. You can set the maximum number of items to purchase in several categories. The traders will buy items up to this amount as long as the trading post has enough inventory to cover the cost. So like logs. Wow, it really wants me to raise it up. Holy crap. Oh, I'm not actually like reaching a limit, it's just, okay. If you've set more than 1 item to be automatically purchased, you can change the priority of which items to buy first by moving the categories up or down. Nice. Okay, so this is useful. I'm actually learning something now. Categories at the top of the list will be purchased first. Got it. Okay, so this could be useful to auto-trade. I like it, I like it, I like it. Normally when a merchant comes to trade, they'll have a random assortment of goods. Rather than relying on chance to acquire the items you want, you can place custom orders. Custom order from Kasandi. The order mode determines if an order is being placed or if it is a recurring order. The available items a merchant can bring will be displayed. To place an order, click and highlight the item if you want them to bring them on their next visit. Merchants have limited space, so if you order too many items at once, they may not bring them all. Items brought from a custom order will cost more, 25% more if I'm not mistaken. Trade can be a great way to acquire items that the town is lacking or can't yet produce. That's the whole tutorial, so yeah. Honestly, we didn't learn much until the very, very last one. Hey, somebody sent me a happy birthday on Twitter. Yeah, that is true. Dwarf Fortress is free. You're right, Smithist. But, I don't know. I think that this is $20 for Banished. I think it's totally worth it. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really learn anything. Achievements. Reach a population of 300 citizens. 600, 900. Fill graveyards with 400 people. Basically, play a long time. Play a long time. Long time, long time. Play for a long time. Reach 300 without building schools. That sounds like fun. Build a town of over 200 people that has someone working in every profession for at least 5 years. Play for a long time. Using a harsh climate and a small mountainous map, maintain a population of 50 people for 20 years. Okay. Play for a long time. Long time. Reach 300 citizens without building a trading post. That sounds like a challenge. Especially if you played on harsh, where you don't start with any seeds. 400 citizens without building crops, fields, orchards, or pastures. So just a huge gatherer civilization. Exports. Firefighter. Maintain 2 mines with 30 workers each. Wow. There's a lot of achievements that they've programmed in. Golden Gate. A 100 stone houses. Three churches, 5 boarding houses, 4 markets, 5 hospitals, 2 trading posts, 6 taverns, and a town hall. Play for 100 years, play for 200 years. Huh. Interesting. Well, my birthday is going to continue. However, I believe that my son and wife and daughter and other son are all going to be coming home from that birthday party they went to soon. So, well, I don't know. This is fun. I think it's good. I think it's totally worth it. And I really appreciate everyone coming and checking things out. The Norway playthrough just went live about an hour ago, so go check that out. I think I'm going to take a break here and get ready for the family to come back home, and I will be recording more tonight, so as always, every 3 hours, there's going to be a video on YouTube. Please do check them out. It helps out a lot, and yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So, thank you for coming, everyone. I know it's short notice, and it's not really the longest of streams, but I really had a lot of fun. So, I will see you next time. See you soon.